Today I'm thinking about the importance of knowing oneself and how that was the message written, and like when you enter the on top of the door, no, on top of the temple of the Oracle of Delphi. Mm. And how interesting of a journey that is of getting to know oneself. And when we're born, we, are taught that we are our name and our gender and the family that we've grown up in and our culture, possibly religion, and then later on the education that we get and the job or career that we have. And there's this belonging to external things. And as we keep growing and maturing, we become more aware, hopefully. And we realize that beyond the body there is the mind, and then there are the emotions, and then if we keep going further there is the soul. And who we are is not so much the outside and the outside definitions we have received, and somebody's husband, wife, brother, sister, uh, mother, father, lover, whatever. But the human being on the inside, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, the things that we enjoy, the things that we don't like, the things that move us, the things that repel us. And the more we pay attention to the inner, the more we realize that everything on the outside is actually helping us learn more about what is inside of us. And then life becomes really interesting because we start to notice that it's a mirror. And whatever we think and feel, we encounter on the outside. And then maybe we take on the path of self mastery, where we realize, oh, wait a minute, I actually can control and learn how to control my feelings and emotions in the same way that you can exercise the body and be in control of it. And you can, some people can, and are really good at it, exercising control over the body with the mind. And it is so cool, uh, because you become really interested in learning about all of the possibilities and capabilities, and you can see different people exhibiting them. And then you think, well, if they can do it, maybe I can do it too. And when we get to emotional intelligence, that's very interesting as well, of having to take responsibility for your feelings and learn about projection and the different ways that you learn how to manage your feelings as a kid, if you did, and manipulation. And then later on, when you get into the soul and you start to connect with something bigger and greater than ourselves, um, you start to feel this pull and this familiar knowing. Maybe you have these moments where you're watching a sunrise or a sunset or something truly beautiful that moves you, or listening to a song and you have that opening of something that you can't quite explain, and it's that feeling of divine love and the interconnectedness of all things. And then that keeps pulling you further, and the more sensitive you become and the more you uh, attune to it and spend time in solitude, being with yourself, by yourself, and meditation, the more you can make that opening last, and you can almost kind of create it with your conscious attention and stay in that feeling of interconnectedness and oneness. And sometimes, you can experience that through another person, or in deep, intense meditation, or doing an activity that feels like flow, creating something. Like creation is big. And then you can feel like your soul wants to express certain things through you. And you start to realize that all is connected, all is you, all is God, source, infinite intelligence. And the purpose of your life is to know yourself as all and have that feeling of oneness and nothingness and everything and nothing at the same time, and start to discard certain limiting definitions of self that you had adopted through conditioning and keep expanding into more of the potential. And through living, you gain certain preferences of things that you like and inspire you, and other things that you're not so drawn to. And life becomes this adventure and expansion and creative process of becoming more of what your soul came here to do. And it's all centered around beauty and truth and love and freedom and expansion and creating for the benefit of all, but mostly because you're enjoying it. And it's simple more of fun, like your gifts and the things that you love doing, and you feel like a kid when you were doing them, and the beauty that you notice and the vision that only you can bring to the world in whatever medium it might be. And you realize that there's so much to admire. And this is the point where I get lost for words, like when I begin to contemplate it all, and it's just so vast and unfathomable and amazing. And that realization that I am all of that, and all of that is me. And we're all here to share our light and love and be that unique expression of divine light. And here to illuminate one another's beauty and to remember more of the love that we are and share our gifts and complement one another beautifully and enjoy this dance of creation, uh, where things are constantly dying and coming to life and contracting and expanding, and uh, the tension between the seeming dualities creates so many more new realities. Something like that.